lightning. Good afternoon, everybody. Storm Chaser Chelsea here in west central Oklahoma. I am heading southwest out of Thomas, Oklahoma, toward the cluster of storms. One of them is severe warned out by Elk City along I-40. So I'm making my way down toward that area to see what these storms have going on. So just for clarification, I am chasing solo. I am running this whole ship by myself. I did a couple of test feeds earlier on Restream, which is the platform that I'm using to stream both to YouTube and to Facebook. So whatever platform you're watching me on right now, I appreciate it. Let me know if there's any issues, although I won't be able to see many of the comments because I am driving. I am having to watch the sky and watch radar, but I will try to stop and check the comments and see if anything's going on. So with that said, I am heading southwest toward Elk City to get on this cluster of severe warned storms. For 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail is what I saw last about 10 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens with these storms. It is kind of a radar hole out here. There's not really a close radar, so it's going to be definitely keeping an eye to the sky. Also, because this is streaming on Restream, which is an online platform, I don't have very good controls over the camera itself. So unfortunately, it has to stay zoomed out like this. But if there's any action to be had, I will be filming with my other iPhone, my main phone, and posting pictures or video of anything imminent that's happening. So hope you guys are having a good afternoon wherever you're tuning in from. I did see a few tornado warnings already for the Midwest, which is where Adam is at right now. Also, a disclaimer, I do have Starlink, but I know it'll probably go out if there's going to be some really heavy rain or hail, so bear with me if there's any buffering. I am using Starlink along with AT&T, but it's a decent view of the storms. They're all kind of clustered together, nothing's really discrete, but we are going to see what happens. These initial storm clusters have more of a focused hail wind threat than a tornado threat. But can't rule out a tornado or two, but the primary threat is definitely going to be wind and hail. I am wondering about the rest of the evening with this anvil overcast and ongoing showers that are to our southeast, moving into the metro, to the OKC metro, that will definitely limit things, I would imagine. But we'll see what's happening with this cluster of severe storms. Continue on into Arapahoe, get on a decent road. So I'm coming into Custer City, but I think I'm going to keep going toward like Arapahoe, just get on that main north-south road just west of town here on Highway 183. So let me know what you're thinking about doing. Okay, so I'm kind of tagging along with storm chaser Josh Leach. I think Emily is with him. I'm not sure, but they are JE Media on Facebook. So he's a little bit ahead of me, and we've been kind of keeping tabs on one another because everyone else is chasing in Kansas or the Midwest. Everyone in our little core group of friends. So he and I were like, let's just tag team this one. So we've been sitting about 10 or so miles apart this whole day. He's been more north, I've been more south, just because I wanted to keep myself in play of whatever might develop. So I've just been kind of hanging out in the middle of the risk area all day, which was Okarche. So I hung out in Okarche for about an hour and a half, into Watonga and then Thomas. Now I'm in Custer City. Now I'm thinking about keeping going a few miles outside of town and head south. I'm not too familiar with the roads out this way, so I want to stick to some main roads if I can. Which I think going 4 miles west isn't going to do anything, but it's a nice view of the storms out here, so let's see what Josh is going to do.
I'm actually south of Arapahoe right now. I'm going to cut down. I might cut over that west highway out of Clinton over to Foss. Just FYI, if you don't have Starlink, and I forget if it's AT&T or something, I think it's AT&T, you'll 100% lose data around Foss Lake.
Good thing I have Starlink.
If you have Verizon, I think you have like LTE, but it's very...
No, I definitely have my Starlink on board. It's the mini, so as long as I'm not out in that area when it's pouring down rain or hail, I think I'll be okay. Appreciate you guys tuning in, whoever might be here. I can't see if there's anybody even watching, but for those of y'all watching, thank you. It's been a minute since I've gotten out and I chased, and it was worthy of a live stream, so I tried to get a little fancy with the stream, a nice little scroll at the bottom and the QR code in the corner. I've had people message me in the past asking how they can best support me because they don't like doing the Facebook stars or the $1.99 subscription monthly that I have for my Facebook group, my subscription to my group, which I understand. A lot of people don't want to put their money into Meta. So that barcode or that QR code is for my Venmo, which will go toward the chase fund and any future chases, also for my June tour. So I'm trying to save up money for that because I'll be out of work for 2 weeks, and tours are enjoyable, but it doesn't pay all my bills. So I'll be doing programs the first 2 weeks of June, and then the last 2 weeks of June I'll be on that storm chasing tour with Tornadic Expeditions. So I try to pocket some money to pay for like my meals and extra things like that while I'm on the road. So if you feel inclined to support me this evening or in the future, feel free to scan that QR code if you have Venmo. Or if you have Zelle, I have Zelle through my email, which is chelsea@beyondtheskies.net. So if you have Zelle and would rather do it that way. Of course, it's completely optional. By no means am I begging or requiring it. It is just a little FYI because I've had people ask me recently. Looks like that cluster of storms definitely went linear. Nothing is discrete. So tornado potential is pretty low, but we are in a bit of a radar hole out here. Radar hole, data hole. From what Josh was saying, there's absolutely zero AT&T out here, which is who I have, but I also have Starlink. So there's that. Man, ain't nobody out here. Get a view of the storm here in about 6 miles when I turn back west. Once I get into Arapahoe, I think I'm going to keep going south. I think I'll just stay on 183 and keep going. I want to kind of stay out of the rain if I can help it, so I have better view. Like that severe warning is still sticking with that Elk City storm. Golf ball hail, it's not terrible. One thing I did notice, I have trash bags, but I don't have any duct tape in case I blow a window out, which I don't think I will in golf ball hail, but the MD that came out earlier suggested that we might be in for very large hail, 3-inch plus. I saw some talk of maybe 4 1/4 inch, and I was like, eek! That will jeopardize the windows. So I wanted to make sure I had a window kit in case I pull an atom and blow a side window. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Laura, My bestie Laura has her lucky shirt on for me. The last time she wore her lucky shirt, the last 2 times she wore her lucky shirt.
Good afternoon, everyone. Some Sister Chelsea here.
We saw 4 tornadoes, so. Lightning. Whoa. That was a bug. I saw it in my peripherals right before it thumped the roof. That was not hail, that was a bug. Maybe a bird. I don't know. Alright, I'm coming into Arapahoe, but I'm most likely going to keep trucking south. Jeff, yeah. Should have chased, man. Rochelle, I don't know. He'll most likely show me out because it's been pretty crazy up there so far. We definitely had the lesser of the risk down here, but yeah, we're gonna keep going south. I'm on Highway 183, so I'm going to keep going south, probably past I-40 down toward Bessie. So I'm going to keep going south on 183, probably past the interstate, probably down toward Bessie. I want to kind of stay out of this big old rain shield. I'm just letting Josh know what I'm doing. Josh Leach and I are kind of tag teaming this. Amongst our circle of friends, everyone's up north, so he and I were the only ones that stayed down here and are chasing. Again, I'm doing this solo, just to help out of the elements if I can. That way I have a better view. Also, I'm live streaming from a platform called Restream, which allows me to push my live video to multiple platforms at the same time. So right now I'm streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So if you'd rather watch on one or the other, feel free to flip over to the other. I know it's easier to watch on YouTube because you can do other things on your phone. With Facebook, you got to keep the app open and not do anything else. So. And Restream has a lot of limitations, so I apologize in advance. I am not able to change the camera settings. So if there is something to see, I can't zoom in, but rest assured I will be taking photos and video with my other phone. That way I can share those at the appropriate times. But I do like that I could put this little scroll thing, I could put my logo, I could put a QR code on there. I'm utilizing all of the benefits of Restream within my membership. I pay monthly for this, so I'm trying to use it so I can justify the spend. So I appreciate you guys watching so far. I know there's a lot of other chasers out there with much more complex streaming setups. but they've also got a whole team of people behind them sitting in the car or sitting at home monitoring the stream and can make adjustments. I don't have that. I'm not that big. I'm not that, I don't make that much money. So I'm doing this all myself. So if you are a frequent streamer and you watch a lot of live streams, just keep that in mind. What you see with a lot of storm chasers is not reality. It's not what a lot of us can afford or can pull off. So I'll probably pull off here somewhere. Let's see, am I coming into Clinton? I think so. What does Josh have to say?
The EMP that they just put out is definitely soul crushing, but pretty much the issue is that the 700, 500 are parallel to the dry line, so we're having an upscale growth problem.
Yeah, I was reading on that MD just now, talking about the primary threat is just going to be the wind and hail. I mean, these storms already went linear, so I'm just kind of like, Tornado threat is definitely low, but we'll go mingle. I'll probably sit here in Clinton. Is that where I'm at? I'll probably sit here and just south of town and stop and just watch the storm for a few minutes, see what it's got going on. I'll see if I can pull over somewhere. It's gonna have to change. Yeah, I'm coming into Clinton now. I think I'm gonna take this. I just drove past a cluster of teenage boys and they were like, bleh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take this business 40 and just go sit outside of town real quick and see what's happening. Ooh, it's a pretty sky. Very stormy looking. I'm driving through Clinton now. We did have southwest winds earlier at the surface. Now they're definitely southeast, which is what you want if you're wanting tornadoes, but this is a neat view though. Objects are much closer than they appear though in the video. That storm is definitely a lot closer than it looks. Ooh, lightning. If anybody yells at me, all four wheels were passed. Turned red as I was going underneath. I should have kept going south like I originally wanted to. This is more of a loop. I thought this road would kind of take me out of town, but it kind of just brought me back into town. Yep, sure did. Oh well. I guess I'll go east. Didn't want to do that, but... Alright, I'm gonna go back east so that I can get another view. Ay, ay, ay. What? How are you going to tell me to get east of 40 and the road is closed? I'm so confused. You're supposed to be able to go east on here. Oh my gosh. Oklahoma, come on. Nothing about that said that this was closed. Okay, well, I guess we're watching the storm from here. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm going to stay here for a couple minutes and just look at everything first, because I was supposed to get back on I-40 East right here, and the ramp's closed. Nothing about it back there. Just said that the side street was closed, not this ramp to get on the highway was closed. Oh, such is life. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm going to turn around and go west on 40. Just drive us into the storm. Y'all up for a little field trip? Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Alrighty then. I was going to go east on 40 and then pull off and then look back west, but that's no longer an option. So we are going to go west on 40 and just drive into the storm. I mean, that's why y'all are watching, right? You want to see the weather? Well, let's do it. Those people are turning around too. That was dumb. Let's go sample the hail. We can do that at least. And then just turn right around on 40 and go back east. Oh, it's okay, it's gonna be interesting trying to turn around with all this construction going on. If I do sample the hail, though, it probably will knock out my Starlink. That's the only downside to this. Good lightning so far. So I took business 40 west, thinking it would like just take out west, and it just looped me right back into town. And now it's just gonna go east on 40 to get back to 183, but the ramp to I-40 was closed. There wasn't a sign saying that I-40 east was closed. I just pulled up to road closed. So now I'm going west on 40 out of Clinton to just go sample this hail, I guess, and then turn around and head back east. Letting Josh know what my plans are. There's good lightning in this. I don't know if you can see it on the stream because it's too far zoomed out, but if you can, awesome. That's the downside to Restream. I can't zoom in and out. I don't have any control over the camera functions. So if I lose the stream, just know I'll bring it back somehow. I'll have to put it back on AT&T, but again, AT&T is not that great out here, so we'll see. Woo! That was a good flash. Wow, lightning picked up.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna do a big hit. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not. Jeez, I'm on 66 right now. Can you tell? I cut under 40, so I was thinking that could be a first time. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Hell. I hope he gets a ticket. So.
What are you talking about, Josh? Dude, it's only worn for golf balls. Are you like trying to stay away from hail altogether, or are you trying to stay away from the big stuff? I'm having to get on AT&T now, and a sim almost drove into my lane because they didn't want to take an exit. So it's already getting kind of dicey out here. back east on Lake. This hail's not very big. passing through Clinton right now. I'm just going to keep making my way east toward Weatherford, Oklahoma on I-40. Oh my goodness. That is a deluge happening out here on I-40. It was a Doppler on wheels, I think. That was cool. I am headed east on I-40. I haven't been able to check any messages or anything like that. I'm just trying to stay on the road safely. But I'm heading into Weatherford right now. I'll probably keep going east just to be able to kind of breathe and take a minute and see what my next move is going to be. This is just a big old rain cluster right now. whale's mouth above us. Alright, I'm just trying to get out of this rain. That's all this is now. They even dropped. Oh no, it's still severe warned, but I have maybe pocket change. Woo, that was a good lightning. Holy crap. I had maybe pocket change size hail that whole time, so. Man, that lightning bolt to my north had like beads with it. Okay. I'd like to stop and film the lightning, but the rain is just right behind me, so I'm trying to get well enough ahead of it so that I can film for a few minutes. Oh, just crossed a boundary. Yep. Ooh, you see the window fogging up, we're definitely crossing a boundary. Back on the warm side of things.
Big stuff, but I dropped south. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to my phone. I dropped south now. I'm going to that southern storm.
See, I thought about going down there, but there's a bunch of rain showers that it's moving into. So it's severe warned now, but it's going to move into that overworked air. And then just south of that is the long line of war storms. So I'm going to keep going east into Oklahoma City, I think. There's some pretty good lightning happening to my north. I want to at least record that and plan my next move.
Well, maybe not. I'm going to give it a few scans of that western part of that storm we were just under.
Yeah, I don't have high hopes for that. If you're talking about the cell that is to our southwest, the one that's just west of Roosevelt, yeah, it's moving into overworked air already with those showers ahead of it, and then it's just probably going to get ingested by our big blob that we just drove through. But what do I know? I don't know. I'm just here. Maybe I'll get out toward Bridgeport, maybe El Reno, and then just kind of look back and look at some lightning. That might be cool. Also, I'm pretty dang hungry. I want to figure out where I want to eat. Ooh, that was a good bolt on the stream. Who saw that one? Man, I was way out ahead of this. Where did that little thing come from? Okay, I see you. I also want to get to a stopping point so I can read some of your comments. Again, I'm a one-man show today, so I can't do everything. I have to just keep my eye on the road and occasionally on radar. So I'll hopefully get stopped somewhere up here. And I can take a look at everything. Yeah, there's rain showers filling in to my east. Ay, ay, ay. I'm still not ruling out the potential for after dark shenanigans. Once that low level jet kicks in. So yeah, I'm gonna hang out in Oklahoma City area for after sunset just to see what happens with some of these storms. But for you Oklahomies, this is turning out to be the best case scenario so far. Nothing's materialized more than some gusty wind and some pocket change size hail so far. So it's good for you guys. Got some good lightning out ahead of me. I hope you guys are catching that on the stream. Yeah, my attempt to get away from rain is futile. There's a bunch of rain showers that are developing to my east that are filling in where it was dry about 20 minutes ago. Maybe I'll go up here to this Loves in Bridgeport, hang out there for a few minutes. That's about 15 minutes away. I think I'll do that. That way I can stop, use the restroom, take a look at everything.
Yeah, we tried south at the perfect time. We were so sick of that rain rat, flabby. We're like, you know what? Look at this thing developing to the south, and we just booked it. And oh my God.
Well, Adam's getting some tornadic activity up where he's at.
It was a handful. CJ was here, Jordan Hall was here, TRX was here, maybe a dozen others that I saw. But I think the majority of them stayed north.
Yikes. Yeah, the tornado that Adam just hopefully streamed was out in the middle of nowhere, big dusty thing. Man. Yeah, my efforts to get away from the rain was not the best.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Josh is going home.
It pushed out the outflow boundary earlier, and I was like, that's probably what's going to seal the deal. And yeah, it's just pushing out rain all along it now.
I'm headed to the Loves in Bridgeport so I can kind of sit there, top off with gas, go to the bathroom, get something to eat. I'm hungry. And then see what my next move is, because this is all grungy stuff, which is great for everybody living here. Good news. But I sampled that hail. It was pocket change. It wasn't anything. It was some good gusty winds too, but yeah, looking at radar now, everything's starting to fall apart. Wow, my God, the lightning strike I just saw. Woo! I hope you got that. Was like that sucker was a star. It had bolts going up, down, and sideways. My gosh. Please comment and tell me y'all saw that. Please. Oh my gosh, that was incredible. What's crazy is I'm seeing the flash like behind me and above me, and then the lightning strike is way out ahead of me. So I don't know where the bolt's coming from, but my goodness, that sucker is. Yee. I'm about 8 miles from my exit, and I will get to you guys that are commenting on the streams. Thank you for watching on Facebook, and if you're watching YouTube, thank you for watching there as well. There's a Doppler on wheels ahead of me. Can't really see it on the stream because of how wide angle it is, but it's about a quarter of a mile ahead of me. I think they've packed it up or headed home too. It's a Doppler on wheels in front of me for anybody who's curious, or a Doppler something. It's not the typical Doppler on wheels that I've seen before, but it's cool. Well, I probably won't keep this stream going much longer because, well, there's nothing to report on. I mean, it's just a big, it's just a big rain event at the moment. It's even a stretch to still have a severe warning on this storm. So, repeat right now, or report, I might just make my way south out of Oklahoma City and see what might happen with the nocturnal storms. But right now it's looking like a nothing burger, which is great news for the Oklahomies here. So about to exit. Couple of casinos here. Adam would be. I'll top off with gas. Go inside, get some refreshments. I'm hungry. This is an interesting. Oh, they have Buffalo Wild Wings to go? That's pretty cool. Okay, guy. Guess he ain't moving. And they have a Sonic. Let's see. This pump is out. Let me do right here. Okay. Alrighty then. All right. Give me some gas. Take a look at some of these comments. See what's happening. Okay, I do have to go to the bathroom. So I need to go run inside, use the restroom. I'll be looking at my comments while in there, and I'll be right back. I bet it's chilly out here, isn't it? Oh no, it's still pretty warm. Wow. Okay. Whoa. Just kidding. There's an error code on this tank, so I gotta move. But I see other tanks look like they're okay, so I'm gonna back up and look at another one. Lordy. Wow, the lightning here though. Holy cow. Okay, let's try this other pump. Okay, good. This one's good to go. So, try this again. All right, this is taking a lot longer than I expected, so I gotta move. So I'm not taking up the pump, but my food should be ready in about 5 minutes. So I'll probably go ahead and kill the stream because there's nothing to see. No one's gonna care about me just chilling in front of a Love's for a few minutes. So what I'm gonna do is back in so that you guys maybe can watch the lightning for me, because there's some insane lightning happening. I was seeing the flashes while standing inside. So maybe I'll do that. Let you guys watch the lightning for me while I wait for my food. Then I'll come back out here and join you guys and keep watching lightning. Cool. Let's do that. All right. See if we can get some cool lightning. Be right back. All right, any cool lightning? They called for my food right whenever I went inside, or I came out here. So, ooh, I'm hungry. Got cheese curds and honey barbecue flats. Man. Oh, it's warm. Normally I try to eat healthy on the road, but not today. Oh, Larry on YouTube. Hey, Larry. Ooh, at Whim. Okay. They just put a big fat special weather statement out on this. Or quarter-inch hail. Quarter-inch, not quarters, but quarter-inch hail and 55-mile-an-hour winds. It's so sad. Man, it's been a very interesting day. chat with some of the storm chasers out there. Jason Cooley and Scott Sweeney were just to my south in Hinton. Oh, Liv. Okay. Liv, I guess we were on that same storm. Owen was watching from Nottingham, UK. That's awesome. Thanks, Owen. Was that lightning? Oh, looking down. Yeah. Cheese curds were good. Sorry. Alright, now it's time to eat some wings. Okay, the lightning hasn't panned out like I thought it was going to. So I'll probably go ahead and end this stream shortly. There's not much going on radar. If storms happen to beef up later because of the low-level jet that's going to kick in, I'll go live again. But for now, thanks to the few people who joined. Appreciate you guys. If you were hoping for action, sorry there wasn't any, but also not sorry, because that means these Oklahomies here can breathe a little bit easier. So, like I said, if there's action later, I'll jump back on. But otherwise, thank you guys and stay